I don't really know how to do the sky. I think I have an idea of how it should be done, but I'm not certain. So I want to go ahead and do a sample, which is what I recommend to anybody starting a painting that they've never taken on before. Do a little sample and see if it yields the results that you think you're gonna want. Instead of wasting this big sheet of paper, I'd rather waste just like a little scrap that I had laying around if I ruin it. And if I like it, I can feel more confident moving forward that this tree and sky background is what I'm gonna want. I wanna go ahead and put in anything light and any edges that are soft. That's where I wanna start first and put in any undercoats. So these areas that are actually, you know, a white doghouse, it has a lot of blue in it and a little bit of reflection. So I'm just gonna wash those in with a flat wash. Just very, very watered down indigo. I went ahead and put masking fluid on my white stripes and on the little stars so that I can just paint right over the flag. So you can see the little areas that look like they're reflected. Those are gonna be white when I peel them off. So all of this orange, shiny portions of my painting you're seeing, that's just protecting the white of my paper, which is the whitest white I can get without using gouache or some sort of opaque paint. I'm trying to keep it just watercolor if I can. But you can see how light. The fur on this dog in this area is just a real creamy tan, like a beige. And it has a lot of soft fading throughout the fur. And I'm really cautious. I want to be very cautious about applying pigment in these areas because it's a controlled fade. So while it's wet, it's just got a sheen on the paper. Doesn't have a puddle, but while it's still, I don't know, has a lot of fluidity to it, I'm just gonna kind of drop my color or my pigment into those little spots. And if it goes too quick, like if it gets too dark, I can quickly grab my tissue paper or like a paper towel and just blot it off. If I want to fade it into this like snout, I can just go ahead and add a little bit of damp brush strokes right beside of it to get it to fade. But I'm being pretty cautious, which is how I paint with watercolor, is with a lot of caution, because I'm fairly new at it. I've used it for a while, but as I apply it to different subject matter, from portraits to landscape to botanical and animal paintings, it just it just presents different challenges, which is one reason in my classroom that we go from one subject matter to another and give ourselves kind of a buffet of different challenging pieces so that they get a good grasp of what that media can do with different subject matters, or what it should do. And this flat brush to bring in the black up to the fur, where the lighter fur meets that dark background. And once I pull that in there, I feel like I'm gonna lose it, so I have to be real careful. There's a little shadow here. So I'm gonna just pull a little of that darkness there. And give this nose some attention. Wet it down, because I want to do my softer layers first. And then as it dries, the edges will get harder. But if you still want to get soft edge, you can always re-wet the paper. That's fine. This Australian Shepherd is a beautiful dog. I really want to do justice to how beautiful this dog is. Just a fun picture. I immediately, when I saw it, I thought this is going to be a really good one. This will be fun. And it's very fun and very challenging. Those tend to come hand in hand. But I always work all over my painting at once. Well, with the exception of wetting the paper everywhere. You know, you don't want to do that. But I will move around a lot. Even if I use oil paint, acrylic, or watercolor, I might work on the dog for a while, and then I'll move to this, dog house, and then I'll go to this sign. But that's how I was taught, that you move around, you bring the whole painting up together. So I can't really break that habit. I tend to fall right back into it because I'm used to it. Well, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. These do take a little time to film and edit, so if you liked it, please give it a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Have a blessed day and night.